everyone. Today we will continue with the chapter Light, and today we are going to learn about the structure of human eye. The human eye is very important part of our body because it helps us to see all the things around us. In the human eye there are different parts which all together function and help us to see everything clearly around us. Let's have a look at different parts present in the human eye. As you can see here, the first part, cornea, pupil, iris, the muscles, lens, retina, and optic nerve. All these different parts play important role which help us to have a good and clear vision. Now let's see each and every part individually, what is their structure and how exactly they function and help in seeing different objects. First of all, the cornea. Cornea is a clear lens in front of the eye. It is a transparent covering of the front of the eye. It allows for the passage of light into the eye and functions as a fixed lens. So the main function is allows the passage of light into the eye, and it also focuses the light. Next part is sclera, which is a tough white skin made of tissue that covers all of the eyeball except the cornea. So that white color portion which is present around the eyeball, all this white portion, this is called as sclera. It supports the eyeball and provides attachment for muscles. Next part in the eye, which is very important, is iris. Iris is a colored part. It controls the light entering into the eye. Hence, the function is to control the amount of light entering the eye. The color of the eye, whatever we see, sometimes we see black eyes, brown eyes, blue eyes, grayish color eyes. All these colors are due to the different colors of this iris. So, iris is giving color to the eye. And also it controls the amount of light which is entering the eye. And iris is having a gap in between which is known as pupil, which is the black hole. This black hole which you can see inside the eyeball, small black hole is there, black point, dot like structure that you can see is the pupil. This is the point where light enters. So pupil size is controlled by iris muscles. Iris controls the size of the pupil according to the amount of light. If the eye is exposed to very bright light, then the iris will reduce the size of the pupil so that a controlled amount of light only can enter the eye. Whereas in case we are sitting in a room where there is dim light, the amount or intensity of light is very less, that time iris will open up the pupil and increases the size of the pupil, which helps more amount of light to enter the eye, making things visible to us. So thus iris controls the size of pupil, thus controlling the amount of light which is entering the eye. Okay, now after this, once the light enters, passes through cornea and pupil, then the light enters the next part, which is the lens. Inside the eye we have a convex lens. I hope you all remember what is a convex lens. It is a lens which is broader in the middle part. Okay, so this lens, the purpose of the lens is to focus light onto the back of the eye. So when light enters through pupil, it passes through the lens, and lens will help to focus the light. Okay, and the ciliary muscles here, as you can see here, the ciliary muscles which are holding the lens, they relax or contract according to the requirement. So when we are trying to see some object which is far from us and which is at a particular distance, that time the ciliary muscles, they relax and they are changing the shape of the lens a bit so that it can focus light properly. Whereas if we are trying to observe something which is very close to us, that time ciliary muscles contract and makes the lens little broader here in the middle. It's round up, and this gives the strength for close vision. So thus the ciliary muscles are controlling the size of the lens to focus light properly so that a clear image can be formed. After this, after the light passes through the lens, the light is focused on a screen, a thin layer which is called as retina. So retina is a very thin layer of tissue that lines the inner part of the eye. Here, as you can see, here. Back of the eye here, there is a thin layer which is called as retina, and it is responsible for capturing the light rays that enter the eye. It is just like a screen, it acts like a screen. So these light impulses are then sent to the brain for processing via the optic nerve. As you can see, suppose this is the object. From the object, the light rays are passing through all the parts, passing through cornea, then pupil, passing through lens, and finally the light after passing through lens is getting focused on the retina, forming the image of the object. And this image which is formed on the retina is then passed to brain via optic nerves. Okay, so here at the end, so this part is the retina which is connected to the optic nerves, and from here the image which is formed on the retina is taken or carried to the brain via optic nerves. You can see in the second figure, suppose here there is an object, a bulb, whose image is formed on the retina here, and always an inverted image is formed on the retina, and this inverted image is then taken to brain via optic nerves, where an upright image is formed on the brain which is visible to us. So this is how each and every part plays very important role in forming the image and making the things visible to us. Now besides this, as we talked about the retina, on the retina there are two special cells present called as rods and cones, which are helping us to see different colors. Now rods, they are the light sensors, whereas the cones, now these rods are responsible for night vision. Okay, they detect black and white and shades of gray, whereas the cones, they are helping us to detect color. And these cones are responding to bright light and help to see various colors. They are sensitive to bright light, the cones. So cones function best in bright light and also help to see different colors like red, green, blue. All are visible to us due to presence of these cells, rods and cones, on the retina. Now, but on the retina, there is one place which is marked here in the circle. This is the place where retina and optic nerves are joining together. You can say this is the junction point of the retina and optic nerves. And what is special about this place is here there are no rods and cones present. Because of absence of rods and cones here, no image is formed in this region. Therefore, this spot is called as blind spot. So here the no light sensitive cells are present to detect light rays. This results in break in the visual field known as the blind spot. So if we are observing or we are looking at any object whose image which is at such an angle that image is formed at this point at the blind spot, that object will not be visible to us because image formed cannot be seen here because of absence of rods and cones. Okay children, so this is all about the structure of human eye. So I hope all these things are clear. Today we have done the different parts present in the human eye like cornea, pupil, iris, ciliary muscles, retina and optic nerves. And on the retina we have two cells, rods and cones. So all these function together to make vision possible. Okay children, thank you for today. Have a good day.